Alright, tuan-tuan perempuan, Assalamualaikum. Welcome to Usrah Usahawan.
Yay, first time.
Oh, for you first time?
Yeah, first time.
Kekiannya, first time.
Yes, good. I tengok recording.
Recording.
So how was it?
Yeah. How's the how's what? Oh, how's ni Tuan Syed tanya, how's the recording so far? Yang you tengok? Yeah.
Oh,
Was it
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah. Ada yang I tengok sampai habis, ada yang sempat paruh je. Alhamdulillah. Very educational. Thank you very much. Sebab itulah I dah kat sini malam ni. Dekat I dah makan nasi biryani dah. Kan nasi kandang dah, jalan tar.
Boy.
The most important thing is free, you know?
Yeah.
Thank you, Tuan Syed. Yalah, mana konsep juga.
Because some other webinar I've seen, people pay. I was there for 15 minutes. I left.
Yeah. Well, not only that, Tuan Syed, some people macam BNI, root warmers, you know, they've been approaching me to say, you know, why don't PLF go that way around? I said, why? I mean, we have Usrah Usahawan and that's free. Terus dia diam. Yeah. This is a place di mana usahawan bantu usahawan. This is a place where usahawan bertanya soalan, usahawan yang menjawab. Dan ya tak ya pun kalau tak jawab, tak tanya soalan pun masing-masing belajar. Yeah. And we do it for the sake of helping each other so that kita semua together kita successful. Yeah, sama-sama masuk syurga. Takkan nak masuk syurga seorang-seorang, sunyi sangat nanti. Alright. So topik malam ni, even though we're starting at around 9:15 and we have about 7 orang ni, topik malam ni is about closing sales. Closing sales, and we're taking it from the perspective of when to start closing the sale. I mean, kita dah attract the customer dah. Customer dah excited dah. So, mana that moment of time when you start to close the sale. Yeah, and then we're going to talk also about how you close the sale. Yeah, kita akan share juga sama sendiri cara-cara masing-masing. How do you do it? Yeah, in closing the sale. Yeah, do you do it in based on terasa hati inilah masanya aku nak close the sale, atau is there certain signs atau indicators yang kita perasan dengan klien yang menyebabkan kita kata, okay, this would be a good time to close the sale. Ya. Atau mungkin kita tak pernah close pun. The sale, ya. Orang lain tolong close untuk kita, for example. Ya, hakim panas telinga. So, how about giving us a bit of background first, Tuan Syed, before we get into the discussion? Boleh, Tuan Syed? Silakan.
Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. Kita ada 7 orang. Kita buat macam kita ada 70 lah. Bau seronok. Kalau kita kata 7 orang, jadi dia limited. Lucky Azhan is not here. Otherwise, he would say, I am a long-minded guy. I will take long story, then make it short. Dia macam ni. Like go back to some basic. I always like to paint the big picture. The micro before I go to micro, then I go to the macro. I like to do like that when I teach people or I do the sharing. I like to paint the big picture. Let's understand the sale part of it. Kalau kita kata the university ke academic, dia kata sale is under marketing. So forget about that part a little bit. Forget about that part, because sale is basically building customer relationship, in meeting orang punya need and want. At the end of the day, there is a transaction of return in terms of buying and selling. So itu orang tak berapa clear kat situ. Dia ingat sale, dia push the product sampai ke dinding, sampai customer dah give up. Okay, that's one part. Second part, before we talk the end part, the closing sale tu is always the end part. I like to go back to the Australian diploma yang saya mengajar. Australian diploma, Australian work-based diploma. Sampai sekarang pun masih ada. Kalau siapa belajar kat Australia, I was lucky. I was given two module to teach. One of the module is this module, sales and services. So I want to reflect balik. Before we go to the end of closing the sale, let's go to the anatomy of sale. Dia ada 5 step. Jangan silap. Kita nak pergi ke step number 5. Let's go back to the step number 1. Step number 1 to wherever that we want to do selling, the one we want to do the marketing, wherever they. Number 1 is always preparation. Macam kita mengajar, kita nak mengajar, kita buat sharing, the amount of time and effort to do the preparation tu orang tak nampak. So same thing on sale. The moment interaction kita nak close sale tu, that is the moment of truth, or the second moment ke third moment. Tapi the first step is preparation. When we say preparation tu, satu, you must do the research. Who is your customer? That jangan fail. 2, we must prepare the strategy lah. Strategi ni memang, kalau Hafiz memang ada perkataan strategi. Tak ada perkataan strategi, that's not Hafiz. Strategy is always the activity that we undertook to achieve kita punya desired goal. What is our desire? To close the sale. Okay, that's one part. Second is the way we approach the customer. That is second step. Approaching the customer tu memang very crucial. We make sure that kita ada comfortable conversation dengan customer. We make sure that kita ada establish the rapport with customer. Kalau tak ada rapport, there will be no closing. I am trying to relate how we going to meet the end bit. The mean must meet. Number 3, kita kena tengok what actually this customer need from us. We being a seller. Kalau kita jadi tenaga pengajar, kita want to say what actually my participant want from me. Kita be the chosen one. There's 101 people who do the same thing as what we did. So kita kena do the thinking first. The analytical thinking, what actually my participant want. Same thing dengan customer, yang point step number 3 tu. What actually my customer need. And now we have to identify the need. Okay, the last one, the step 4 is presentation. Kita dah build rapport, now kita nak present. Maybe kita buat sales, business case presentation. Maybe kita tak buat business case presentation, kita bawa kertas jadi, ada flyer apa-apa, kita tunjuk. Macam orang nak buat event, kahwin kan. Event manager tu bawa main cerita lama, Datuk Nu punya anak, Tan Sri Nu punya anak, semua gambar cantik-cantik, semua fotografer. So that is basically presentation. They approach how we want to convince that customer our product could be their solution, our services could be their solution to their need. Baru the step 5, this is our focal point of discussion, closing the sale. Closing the sale means, kalau setengah school of thought is how are you going to handle the objection. When you handle the objection, the sale will be closed. Handling objection in sale, buku-buku sale, mesti ada handling objection. Actually, handling objection is closing the sale. I nak jual satu-satu produk dekat Liza ke, dekat Eni ke, Kak Yati ke, Hakim ke, Faizal ke, there will be 100 critical question. Maybe creative question, could be very challenging question because the seller want to know whether you know your product knowledge or not. Sometimes seller nakal, dia nak test whether how good are you in terms you punya product knowledge. Ini kadang-kadang, that's what we say is closing the sale. So it's not the easy as what we thought because they keep on challenging kita. So now kita live to the forum yang kita ada ni. I would not want to suggest anything at the moment. Let kita challenge our mind dulu. Nanti habis-habis lagi baru Hafiz bagi dia punya food for thought yang dia praktis lah. Then maybe we can compare and contrast. Yang mana relevan pakai, yang tak mana relevan tu buang.
Saja nak tanya Tuan Syed, bila Tuan Syed kata tentang strategi tadi tu kan, when you relate it to closing the sales, maka what's our strategy to depends on what our desires are when we want to close the sale. Ada desire lain ke? I mean, closing the sale is getting the project to me lah. Okay, closing the sale is getting the job. That's closing the sale. Ada ke desire yang lain? Ada intentions when you close the sale?
Dia tak ada intended intention lah, clearly macam tu. Kadang-kadang kita dah tahu kita punya challenger. Kalau lalu nak closing a sale, especially quotation, dia ada 3 challenger. Dia dah panggil. Kita tahu kan? Kita tengok orang tu dah experience pada kita. Kita kata tak apa, tak close sale pun tak apa, at least dah build rapport dengan customer ni.
I see.
Dia tak ada orang kata clear cut strategy. By crook, by hook, we will get the business. No. That's why I'm saying when we be able to handle objection, that basically we are already 1 quarter to get the sale. Okay. Baru 1 quarter, it's not finished yet. It's not finished yet. You see, the smart procurement people, they are not easy to jump the gun and choose whoever the vendor or the contractor, because dia ada analysis yang dia buat. Dia nak jumpa kita tu basically face to face to see what is you punya thought, what is my thought, win-win or lose-lose or win-win. See, one solution nak I bagilah tim Reza dah tanya. Kita kata ni pernah dengar kan, tim this one apa kau pakai? Cik Nazrin. Dalam VLC dia kata social style. Social style. You see, when we see customer, we have to understand Cik Rizal ni orang ni macam mana. I nak jual kat Rizal ni. Whether dia look for solution ke apa. This guy is a very analytical. Dia very serious guy, no-nonsense guy. You know? So then I think Cik Rizal ni very analytical, kemas, he know the industry. Social style dia ada 4. Satu analytical, satu yang concern about solution, 3 he want to go for result, dia panggil driver. Lepas tu yang expression, very drastic. So dia ada 4. So when we see this customer, kalau we are being trained on social style, dia pun as a seller, dia pun faham juga the psychology of the people. Dia nak tengok contractor ni yang datang ni, orang dia macam mana. Dia orang ni, dari proposal yang kita tunjuk kat dia tu, kemas atau tidak, teliti atau tidak. That's what closing sale is not easy as what we thought. Senang-senang because the seller pun smart. Kita pun kena be smart juga, the buyer. So dia tengok. So kita pakai the social style dulu. So dia pun panggil kita nak close the sale, dia tanya soalan macam-macam. Macam I kata tadi, you want to tap. So strategi you kan Hafiz kata the first approach is to do research. Research mean understand the customer punya pattern of buying. Contoh, who are they buying at the moment? What price are they buying at the moment? What discrepancy that they have, there is opportunity for me. This is the thing yang Hafiz kata awal-awal. In order to close the sale, we must have the preparation, the approach. Kalau tak ada takat P bagi brochure macam tu, tak kira kata okey dah tak apa. Orang lain spend 45 minit discussion. Kita spend 15 minit, okey tak apa lah, terima kasih, nanti kalau apa-apa kami buat surat rujukan. That is a good sign that it means you don't get that.
I'm trying to relate because I don't remember going through that that kind of hassle lah dalam my preparation when I meet my clients lah. To me, once the client calls me for a meeting, that gives me the indication that the client is already interested. So when I go there, I have only one intention, to close the sale.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because to me, the reason I'm there is because whatever I have already showed them in my email, in my profile, in my proposal, is already interesting enough for them to call me for the meeting, the presentation atau the interview. Yeah, so when I go there, it's already on the mode of I'm going to close the sale. That's why I'm there. Yeah, I'm not there to elaborate lagi ke. I'm not there to I probably would want to know what their wants and needs, tetapi it's already known because based on their wants and needs itulah yang saya bagi the program outline, the proposal tu dah, yeah, and berdasarkan kepada what I sent them, so they're really interested dah, yeah. So when I'm there, I have one desire saja, is to close the sale. No more exploring, even to the sense that Tuan Syed, no more negotiating pun. Kerana Rizal kan kepala NLP Rizal, ya, Faizal mungkin boleh betulkan kalau saya salah. Dalam NLP kita tak ada win-win. There is no win-win. You want to win first, then you allow them to win. But you win first.
Dia betul Zal. Macam you felt it's easy. Your motive go there, your motivation go there is just to close the sale because you thought you have given the outline and basically it's easy and done. But having said the other side of the fence, the buyer side, they have done their homework, you know.
Yeah, true.
Ya, itu yang kadang-kadang sometimes when we solicit the sale, closing the sale, it can be very easy. I have experienced one. Bawa lah laptop, prepare lah slide apa-apa, masuk dalam bilik pengarah tu, dia kata, tak saya, apa? Baik. Oh, ni, mana? I pun apa nak buat, saya nak kerja. Tak payah, saya nak jumpa tu saya. On tu nanti kami bagi date. I was just like, see, can be very easy. It depends on the situation, depends on the product. I'm just giving the worst case scenario. The process can be very tough. That we want to learn.
Saya kan, when I go for my meeting kan, I don't even bring my laptop. I don't bring my laptop. I don't bring my profile. I do because my profile semua dah hantar lah. My program outline semua dah hantar lah. Okay, so I don't even bring my laptop. And when people ask me, "Hey, don't you have anything to present?" Well, you have everything, right? Yes. So I'm presenting myself. and that you translate based on client punya respond. After I got the project lah, kemudian lah dia orang cerita kan. Based on their response, dia kata, Rizal, my staff were very, very, number one, they were very, very shocked. Number two, they said, this guy is very, 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 very confident because he brought nothing. He just brought himself. and there is talking about his program without looking at anything. So that gave them the sense of, wow, this guy knows his stuff. And he's only there to press. You like me, you take me, you don't like me, he's going off. You know? So that's why when you say what you're saying to translate, I understand. This is that I'm trying to relate and I'm saying, I tak pernah lalu that kind of scenario before.
I'm just painted the worst case scenario. Kalau katanya kita dah ada basically name in the market, product positioning in the market, they have thought, they have done their homework. Kalau kita as the seller, we do our homework. They as the buyer, they have done their homework. So life can be very easy. The first moment of truth too can be very easy. I experienced the easiest one. Yang paling letak bag nak pasang laptop, macam you kata lah, kita prepare. I prepare lah because people, mereka ni orang corporate. Kalau yang tekap macam level apa SME apa semua ni kita
tak ada tuan saya level Petronas Coca-Cola saya buat benda yang sama.
Tak apalah. Because you see please don't discount yourself dah.
Right.
Do not discount yourself or ataupun kata apa inferior about ourselves because they have done their homework. You felt it's very easy. You felt very confident because you got the referral that they have tested, their staff have done, they have seen the evidence of what you have done. So you are lucky on that score. Ni yang kita cerita ni the process, because out there, the market segment, kalau you go to industrial market, the factory, they are bergerak. Dia sambil nak bercakap dengan kita, mesin duduk kat belakang bunyi. Mesin lagi kuat pada dia bercakap dengan kita. You go to corporate, they are very polished. They see how your letter head, they see how you structure the letter, kemas tak kemas apa semua. When they come, they see you the moment of truth. They want to see whether who are you actually they know what is what, the price. They orang tak tanya apa. Dia duduk tanya, can you bring me the evidence? What is the response of the participant that you have done? Or that one way to on corporate. Kalau kita go on small business, macam baru ni ada accountant punya firm, ask me to train all the accountant plus the auditor. Numerical skill punya orang. Tiba-tiba kita ajar management, soft skill. Dia apa silat gayung apa semua because dia orang ni kata ni apa, plot ni apa, because they are numerical skill. They are very good in figure. Tapi when come to the soft part, the people part, of course lah kan. Kita tak maulah condemn orang punya profession. Okay, that's one, there's another market segment. Then we go to the multilingual punya segment, so-called a foreign company punya segment pula. Dia dah ada dia punya culture dia sendiri apa-apa. So can be very. So sekarang ni kita yang sharing ni, kita be prepared for the worst case scenario. Don't prepare the easy scenario. The easy scenario tu orang dah ada nama macam tak apa Kak Yati ni Kim, Mat, Syariman ke Faizal, Rida tak ada sini. Rida dah ada nama. Boleh dia
itu kita bangau tu. Itu I mean I was in the position of I didn't have a name, you know. I met my clients in a life where I had no name, you know, and yet the way I presented myself on the first day till the very last meeting that I had with any other client is the same way. So that's why
you are lucky.
No, it's not luck. I refuse to acknowledge the word luck kat sini. I've been hearing that so many times already. I've been hearing that word keluar daripada mulut Tuan Syed so many times. I refuse to acknowledge that there is no such thing as luck in this particular case. Because yes, I did my homework. Ini bukan marah. I did my homework. I found out what the client wanted. And I presented myself in the way I presented the first day until the very, after 14 years, I still presented the same way. So it's not because I had a nama, tak. Even before then, I had no name. I had competitors out there who had PhDs, but yet I still presented it in the way that went straight to the point, you know. So okay, tuan-tuan, we have two different ways of closing the deals. We have this Tuan Syed punya way where there is structure, there is research done, there is a lot of things that you have to take into particular. Yeah. Then you have this Rizal punya way of putting his head in and then just getting it done without structure at all. I mean, all the things that Tuan Syed cakap tu was never in my DNA. So how has it been for you? Yeah, how has it been for you? How have you closed your sales?
They depend on the market lah. They depend on the market. I'm having the market that go through that process. Especially the GLC, the government, apa semua, they go through process. See, for instance, for benefit of discussion, semalam aja, there's one GOC, government-owned company, send me a message. I dah hantar proposal semua okay, dah hantar cost semua okay, dia tak question. Cuma dia hantar email mai, dia kata, Tuan Syed, kami nak company profile Tuan Syed. Okay, fair enough, saya kata ada. Okay, bagi. Lepas tu dia kata, boleh tak bagi 3 reference participant punya feedback about Tuan Syed? 3 ni. Nasib baiklah ada yang kita baru buat. Tak memalukan lah. Kan? Buat tukar jadi PDF, hantar kat mereka. Padahal kita dah buat dah program untuk dia orang punya company tu. Dah buat dah. Bukan kata kita ni newcomer. Tapi proses yang tadi ni, yang kata-kata proses tadi ni, dia expectation tu, dia punya proses dalaman dan kita apa kena ikut the proses tu can be very challenging. So depend on what you are selling, what is the number that you're looking at in terms of volume, in terms of dollar and cent, in terms of the subject matter, dua. Tiga, when come to closing the sale tu, satu dia kita kata ni this one is result is good lah. Dia bukan kata ABC or be closing. Tu dia. ABC always be closing. That's one part. The approach of closing sale tu ada yang dari segi behavioral, the non-verbal and verbal. Masa kita jumpa nak close the sale tu, dia tengok body language. Riza yang ni Riza menang lah, dia boleh baca body language lah. Kita tak belajar body language, nak reframe macam mana? That's one part of it. That is the winning part of Riza. Tapi that is the process. They look at the behavior part. Tadi Hafiz introduce and say blindly the social style. Si orang yang pilih the procurement tu pun dia smart. Bukan nak kita yang nak pergi close dia, okay bagi harga. Okay, that one part, the social style, that mean the chemistry, whether kita ni ada chemistry dengan dia orang tu tidak, that's one part. Dua, the behavioral part, the emotional part. When kita duduk cakap tu, mereka tengok kita punya body language apa semua. Okay, that second part. Third part, the economic part, the pricing. Dengan kita punya content yang kita hantar the proposal tu. So kalau we talk about the closing of sale, dia bukannya kata ABC, always be closing, tak. Macam orang kata how to handle stress, anxiety, mental disorder, ABC. You must be aware, be focused and control. ABC juga. Kalau saya ajar orang mental stress, saya ajar macam tu. Senang.
Let's hear the guys at the forum. How have you been closing your sales? What strategies have you been using?
Kena tanya. Kita tanya ini ke, Kak Ati ke, Faizal.
How have you been closing your sales? Apa cara you? Ada strategi yang tertentu ke? Pergi jumpa bomo dulu ke?
Sorry, tutup dulu.
Faizal.
Okay. Pengalaman saya dalam dia ada beberapa industri kan. Dalam industri pembinaan, proses dia berlainan. Okay. Of course, ada sebut harganya, ada proses tendering lah. Atau you meet the target pun, of course the duration, the quantity, the spec, ada PQ, itu melibatkan pelbagai technical dalam bila menyiapkan tendering document. Of course kadang-kadang you meet the budget lah. Kita selalulah kalau selalunya kontraktor lah akan find the budget apa yang suit untuk that project. Itu the first thing yang kena faham. Kadang-kadang okay, kita nak adjust kat mana? Kalau dapat the target tu adjust kat mana? Okay, you nak profit 30%, profit 20%, you play around with the budget yang of course bila kita buat tendering tu, of course kita very good, kita monetary support, capital, experience, semua akan involved dalam tendering tersebut.
Okay, just to challenge that, Faizal. I mean, in dalam that industry tu, mereka akan jumpa semua orang. I mean, anybody yang hantar bid, mereka akan jumpa semua orang. There is tak. Mereka akan pilih. Mereka akan
pilih the top 10, the paling the nearest point.
So maksudnya bila kita dia dah pilih the content, maksudnya you dalam keadaan ada upper hand lah. I mean, you already match the requirement kan?
Yeah, betul.
So why are we still playing their game? Playing their game tu maksudnya they will ask you, boleh minta discount sikit ke, boleh minta ni ke, and then there is that negotiation.
Tendering tak ada. Tendering memang jarang minta discount.
Okay.
Tendering dia kalau sebut harga memang you dah fix kan. Contohnya kalau harga tu lamsam, it's a lamsam punya price. You tak boleh buat apa-apa. Itu lamsam yang kalau
Negotiation langsung.
tak ada, there's nothing negotiation. Itu dah sebut harga dan juga datang tendering. Melainkan kalau, ini saya ada dalam part satu lagi. Melainkan kalau you go bid for education. Okay. Some kind of allocation, contoh penjana punya projek lah, contoh itu, dan kemudian bandar punya projek. Dia ask you the tendering punya. Okay, let's say you nak educate people. Contohnya pengalaman saya dengan di bawah Kementerian Luar Bandar dan Wilayah. So dia kata dia okay, di bawah IKASih dia ikut some project. So you bid, contohnya dalam dulu kita penggunaan modal insan. So, kita masuk tendering project. Bahasa itu dia kena lebih. Kalau you dapat projek tu, you ask for negotiation. Itu pengalaman saya dalam term of negotiation lah. Jadi kalau let's say you buat program tu, tertambah lagi, you buat projek tu lama, prolong. 6 months, 1 year, certification tu semua lah. Itu lama. Itu you kena really dengan modulnya, dengan develop segala-galanya untuk convince juga. Itu pengalaman saya lah. Tapi masa tu, itu memang perik sikit lah dia nak negotiation. Macam dia cakap.
Kesabaran yang tinggi ya.
Memang tahap cakap dia cost tu costly untuk projek yang dikeluarkan tu agak besar. So dia really betul in line macam tuan saya cakap betul. Kepakaran kat mana, satu yang bawah juga bawah. Mana kalau contoh macam kontraktor tadi, dia engineer-nya, dia ada HUS-nya, dia ada project manager-nya, all diletakkan sekali dalam tu. Itu semua ditimbangkan. Kemudian dia kena letak bank statement lagi. Nak prove you buat mana. Aduh.
So where's the close the sale? I mean,
Close the sale,
provide all that like everybody else. Semua orang akan provide benda yang sama. So where's the close the sale tu, Faizal?
Itu ada plus and minus. Bila kita tahu dia punya budgeting tu, dia plus and minus is there. But dalam JKR standard, kita kalau JKR ke mana-mana, dia ada standard price yang kita. So kita ada plus and minus. Kadang-kadang kita punya price dia tak tahu apa. Contoh kita dia paling yang paling rendah lah, paling rendah, top 10 rendah ke. Masa itu dia akan choose. Masa itu dia akan tengok kepakaran kita, dia tengok dengan kewangan kita. Masa itu dia buat choose. Terus to close tu dalam tendering is your paper. Ada macam-macam dah dalam proses ini. Pengalaman saya tapi dalam di video kena ada rekod. Takut masuk YouTube dia orang dengar.
Okay. Tak. You don't have to go into details, Faizal. You don't have to go into details. But the way I understand it, kan, you provide all the documentation.
Yep.
You provide all the EC. You meet the budget sebanyak yang mungkin. And everybody else also are doing the same thing. Okay. So tak mana is the you interject masuk untuk saying you close the sale. How? What is it? Do you say? I mean, because everybody, tuan saya submit the same kind of documents, Rizal submit the same kind of documents, Sariman submit the same kind of documents. More or less the pricing berbeza antara 3 orang.
Kalau ikut buku, 3 benda ni kita tengok. Contoh kita cakap kan, ada time dia, ada quality-nya, dan ada cost. 3 benda. Time,
for them to decide. They
to decide. Exactly.
Yeah, so there is no there is no that one part di mana kita close the sale. It's just submitting all the documents, and then the client will go through all the documents, and then they decide. Okay, from all these 3, which one meets our requirements based on the budget, based on the specification dari situ. So there is no moment of close the sale di situ.
Okay, itu in construction line. Dalam training line pula, dalam training line, kalau kita nak close deal, dalam training line pula, itu juga dalam kita present kita punya paper. Let's say kita punya proposal lah. Contoh, kursus kecemerlangan diri, contoh. Itu private paling popular kat kerajaan lah, kursus kecemerlangan diri. So ramai yang nak hantar 3 hari 2 malam. Okay, 3 hari 2 malam. So itu kerajaan punya standard dulu kan, 3 hari 2 malam. So kita pergi present. Dari situ yang penting macam tuan membidding repo tu macam mana. Masa tu yang macam kita belajar NLP, repo dia bagaimana, kita tengok orang tu macam mana, kita how close kita dengan, walaupun macam Riza kita tak kenal pun kita buat dia kenal. Itu buat kemudian dia tengok background kita macam mana. Itu penting. Lagi satu
Actually, closing sale ni, and everybody, is the end statement that the buyer make. They have their own discretion based on their own punya government policy. Kita sebagai the seller, as long macam Rizal atau Faidal, kalau dia meet dia punya BQ, bill of quotation, based on dia punya cost, the time dia nak deliver the project, in term of performance track record, fulfill the fulfillment of the customer, they have their own internal committee yang kita tak nampak. Tiba-tiba dia mendorong tukar cita, dia maklumkan tuan telah dipilih sebagai kontraktor C15. Masa tu lah MD minta KFC 50 bungkus pun bagi. Tapi kalau kita nak baca the psychology part of closing the sale depan mata, memang tak ada. Macam sekarang, I think remember that I whisper to you that I'm waiting for 2 program in Penang, tak confirm the date. I have fulfilled dia punya BQ. Dia bill of quotation, dia requirement SSM, bank statement, apa lagi, Kiwi Senafi pun dia nak, CJ Senafi pun nak, master pun dia tanya tu, bagi kita macam pernah hukum. Hantar lagi. Tapi menunggu tu bukannya nak close sale. Kalau dia tanya outright, kata walk of life punya question, bila close sale tu kan? Memang Afi takkan boleh jawab because
but isn't that what you said, Tuan Syed? Isn't that what you said? Closing the sale doesn't mean you get the sale.
no.
So I understand the results of it tak semestinya kita dapat the sale. I totally understand that part. Tapi tak mana is the close the sale for you? Okay, for me, for example, for me, when I meet my client kan, and I answer dia orang punya queries when I'm at that meeting, my close the sale will be, okay, so I've already answered your queries, so when are we going to do this? That's my close the sale too.
It work well with you like that. It work well with you like that, but it may not work well with certain industry, certain organisation, because dia bukan straightforward dah. Dia bukan straightforward. Kalau you dapat straightforward macam tu, alhamdulillah. Life is a lot more easy. It means you got your lifespan better than us. Kami nak kena bagi terbaik tu. Kalau macam, cuma dia tak minta birth certificate je. Dia belum minta lagi. Yang lain tu kena fulfill because apa? Dia pun govern internal punya SOP yang dia kena fulfill. Kalau macam JKR punya bill of quotation, Faizal, bayangkan. Dia buat site visit pun kita nak kena tampung, nak calculate cost dia datang. Dia balik pun nak kena calculate the cost of dia datang. I say this my experience when I was in Sapura and when I was in UM when they came to do certain project. Of course the amount too big. Now amount tu kita jangan risau lah. Kita want to understand the process. Pahaman how sale was closed. It depends the nature of the product. It depends nature of the services. It depends on the people also. At the end of the day.
So based on that, I said that means for certain industries, certain products that you mentioned, there is no such thing as close the sale. It's a myth. No such thing.
Izal, ingat dah Afi cakap tadi, closing sale basically, kalau dipahaman setengah school of thought, you be able to understand and overcome the objection. Because dia orang yang pilih ni, procurement ke siapa ke apa semua tu, dia ada govern by their own checklist.
Okay.
Dia bukannya straightforward.
It's not objection. Sometimes it's just queries. It's not an objection. It's just queries. I mean, they're asking more.
Yalah.
Yeah.
So, they want to know more.
When you say they're objecting, that means there's something wrong or something tak kena dengan what you said. So I'm not putting my mind on the point of it's an objection. It's a query.
I agree.
So query
I
is
agree.
so,
The school of business put that way. The school of business put that way. You see, closing be able to close to handle the objection. The word objection to sometimes it may be the one that you may understood. Cuma actually they inquiry us. That's why when they do the presentation, mana-mana siapa yang put forward the proposal. Actually the moment of truth yang Hafiz kata tadi, the behavior aspect, the body language aspect, how the presentation of the paperwork basically is very subjective. Some people can be very easy. You got the easy one. I also experienced the easy one at one time. Mula-mula pergi tu selawat habis dah. Because I tengok orang awal pada I dah keluar muka merah padam. Time I juga. Tapi sometimes dia nak jadi. Dia bukan right or wrong. Dia nak jadi, dia jadi senang kan?
ya.
Terbaik, terbaik. Masih. Ni nak apa? Tak apa sakit dia bagi tahu lah sebab. Yang kita tadi ni 24
Dudak tak jadi nak panik pun. Alright. Dudak tak jadi nak panik kan. Alright,
Pertanyaan abang
Sariman. How have you closed your sale? What was your experience? Like, saya tak pernah close sale.
Okay, macam Kak Eti pula, yalah macam all this was for 2 years ni, Kak Eti tak melalui pengalaman yang agak sukar walaupun I have to compete with with company yang besar-besar. Bagi Kak Eti, bila mereka dah panggil Kak Eti ke sana, meaning Kak Eti dah ada dalam senarai. Dalam senarai, ya. So I believe that I pergi sana hanya membuat pengukuhan dan menjawab queries yang ditanya kepada program-program Kak Yati. So bila masa Kak Yati close this, it's just like macam, okay, now I have sent my thing, my document, I punya content, I punya module, and then hari ni pun I dekat sini menerangkan an answer to all your queries. So now, macam Riza juga Kak Yati tanya, when are we going to start? When I'm going to get my LOI, letter of intention. That's very straightforward. Yeah. So macam Kak Eti with few kementerian or with SME sendiri, that's how Kak Eti buat. Because bila dia minta Kak Eti present, I present. Okay, I do whatever. Sebab macam, tapi I still agree pada Tuan Syed. Maknanya sebelum pergi tu, I have do all my research. Kan? I tengok apa yang dia nak, and then of course I meresearch siapa yang I akan berhadapan. Macam tu je lah Riza. So Kak Eti at this point bila few projects yang Kak Eti dapat, Kak Eti rasa yang menguatkan adalah kehadiran you di situ. Untuk kehadiran you, your presence dekat situ, and cara you berkomunikasi, cara you meneguhkan you punya modul you tu sendiri, you punya program you sendiri itu. So itu Kak Eti nampak lah. Tapi on top of that sebenarnya kerja-kerja yang sebelum tu memang normal lah. Documentation tu memang selalu akan tebal lah. Tapi Kak Eti bila Kak Eti pergi, Kak Eti close sale kat situ lah. Kak Eti jenis yang straightforward je lah. You nak, you tak nak, then I tak boleh nak buat apa. Macam tu. Yeah.
You know, even
nak tambah Kak Yati punya yang tadi reaffirm what I'm trying to say. Lagi satu, kita ni segan nak menanya. Kita malu nak menanya. Kita ni bagus, orang Melayu ni dia segan nak tanya. The best thing is to ask. After we have fulfilled the documentation, we are there, the first moment of truth, or second moment of truth, and the third one is to ask. Saya rasa saya dah fulfill everything dah. Dah present dah apa semua, so far tak ada soalan apa-apa. Boleh settle. Saya ni berjaya ke tak berjaya? Pasal apa? Kalau berjaya, saya nak prepare. Kalau tak berjaya, tak apalah, saya cuba lagi. Yang akan datang. Oh, itu that one point of how to close the sales lah. Kalau I buat macam tu. Dia panggil present apa semua, kita pun jawab pumpang soalan query dia. Direct query ke, indirect query ke, kita reframe kita punya mindset. buka tebal, hati mau jahat. Kita dapat tak ni?
Hati jahat.
Saya nak tahu juga, kalau dapat saya nak prepare ni. Pasal apa? Ada trainer ni pun dia busy, yang ini pun busy. Saya kalau boleh ni bagus kalau dapat ni, syukur alhamdulillah ni. Masa tu dia orang tak akan jawab kita on the spot dah. They will not, because apa? Dia ada committee dia orang that they go have through the internal process. Kita tahu kita berjaya tu, kita keluar tu traffic light warna merah pun kita redah lah. Maknanya kita dah tahu kita dapat.
Saya bagi petua sikit. Saya bagi petua. Macam mana nak tahu kita dapat?
Oh, tu dia.
Ya. Macam mana kita tahu?
Siap tulis Fazal. Siap tulis.
So, contohnya bila macam Kak Yati kata, baik, saya dah provide everything, I've already matched all your requirements. So when are you going to give us the LO? And then their response would be, nanti kita nak kena mesyuarat dulu, berbincang dengan board directors and all that. Nanti bila kita buat program ni dengan Yati nanti, that to me is already indication I got the job. Dalam kepala waktu tu is that celebrating, because number one, they put us in that story. That's number one. Number two, probably they would have repeated your contohnya program Ustaz take charge. Kan? So as they say, nanti kita kena bincang. Tapi kami nak sangatlah staff-staff kita take charge lah. They sebut my program tu, to me I was like, I dapat tu. I don't need anything more, because I know that's a sign that I got the job. So itu betul-betul. Aja tambah sikit tua konsep.
Rizal, how about perkataan definitely? Puan, definitely kita akan bekerja sama. Masa tu I pun dah puha.
Itu dah boleh pergilah Kak Yati kalau macam tu. Tadi bawa kereta laju. Hari itu boleh pergilah. Baru ni. Hari dulu ke apa? Dia punya brand minta macam-macam Kak. Lepas tu I call the KP, bukan KP, the number 2, number 3. I nak bagi dia feedback dia, kata dia punya branches dah minta macam-macam kat I. Lepas tu I dah bagi, dia kata dah bagi semua Tuan Syed dah. Oh, kalau macam tu bagus ya Tuan Syed. Dia mean you okay tu kalau dia orang nak panggil minta macam-macam. Maknanya dalam hati I tak confirm lagi kan, pasal dia orang ada internet. Tapi bagi apa, kalau in psychology cognitive dissonance, meyakinkan diri dengan pemikiran kita, mana yakin dah dapat cognitive dissonance. Macam kita pakai topi lawa-lawa kan. Kita tanya Kak Yati, kopi hai lawa Kak Yati. Kak Yati kata lawa. Dah lawa dah, tanya Kak Yati lagi lawa. Yang itu jadi macam tu lah.
Saya pengalaman baru ni. Sama baru adalah saya kena dia minta video.
Video.
Dia minta video dia tu. Yang terbaru ni. Saya terbaca. Dia nak minta kita video. Mesti kita dah buat benda tu. Itu terbaru lah trend yang latest saya dapat daripada klien-klien yang minta video yang kita pernah buat program.
Itu pentingnya YouTube channel Faizal. Itu pentingnya YouTube channel.
Itu betul. Itulah salah satu lah.
Kita ada video, pergi tengoklah saya punya YouTube. That's why macam Kak Yati tadi, in the way she presented tu kira masih baik lagi, When I go and meet my client kan, alright, my presentation is I'm presenting me, so is there anything like to ask me? Because I already sent my profile. I already sent a program outline. Do you have anything to ask me? And then when somebody says, well, could you tell us about your program? That to me is a sign that you didn't read anything I sent you. So I'm going, okay, this is my program. And here I'm just using my hands again. All right. So any questions? Because everything's already in the program outline which I gave you 2 weeks ago. To me, in my mind, I am not going to waste time. You know, I have so many other things to do, but yet I'm here right in front of you because you called me, and I'm responding to your queries. Yeah, you could have at least read the program outline which I sent you 2 weeks ago, but you did not. Yet you want to, you know, deal with me like all the other trainers that's outside there. So in my mind, mungkin bunyi sombong, but I just cannot waste time with people like this. And I would
Bukan
rather.
sombong.
Bunyi macam sombong. Now that I'm saying it out, bunyi macam sombong. But I just say, okay, this is my program and this is how it is. Because pernah Tuan Syed, contohnya dengan one particular client, and I say, okay, before I tell you about this take charge program, what issues do you want me to address? Because when I inquired, nobody responded to me, you know. So they said, this particular guy says, present je. Just present je. Semua trainer yang masuk, dia present je. So at the moment of time, I was saying to myself, either this guy doesn't know what the issues are, atau he has already decided to choose somebody else already. I'm just there to mencukupkan kuota, you know, 3 quotation tu. and what I said to myself, I kata, well, this program Take Charge has been around for about 13 years, and it's a very good program. And I stopped there, just stop there je. Oh, itu je? Itu je. And I left. This guy is wasting my time.
Itu yang shock, itu yang buat kerja kita interesting.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, buat kerja kita interesting ni, because the customer out there is also diverse, quite diverse, very fragmented. Dia orang sebagai the buyer, so look at us also quite diverse. Ada orang macam Rida, ada orang macam Waidat, ada orang macam ni, ada orang macam Abang Cariman kita, ada macam Kayati, ada macam Afi. Dia orang sama macam to beat the meeting point ni about closing the sale ni, in other words we could say you close with confidence, guys. Nothing wrong. If I remember right lah, the anatomy of closing sale, you are right. You are number 4 to me. You close with confidence. Step number 5, you don't change your mind. So 4 dengan 5 lagi kau. 1, 2, 3 tak lagi. The art of closing the sale. You close with confidence. Customer are very happy with it because they felt they get the supplier who are confident in their product. The problem is setengah-setengah tu yang kita duk dengar ataupun kita experience ourselves. Kita tak confident. Itu yang Faizal kata, when one-to-one or Kak Yati kata dia meet there, out of 50-40 dia pilih 3 shortlisted. Kalau kita dipanggil 3 tu, among the 3, that means we are already 25% on. What you do in the room, how you communicate, the body language, the word you use, meyakinkan dia orang lagi. And on their side, it's the ceremony of jumpa kontraktor or pembekal ceremony, because dia ada checklist SOP dia. Kalau your case, you close with confidence because you know your product been there for 13 years. So ni very subjective lah. Kalau kita bergaduh until kau come home pun tak habis.
But I mean, shouldn't you be there with confidence? I mean, and nothing less than that, you know. If you're not presenting there with confidence, then don't go. I mean, so there should be nothing less than confident, kan? It's your product, ya tak ya pun, regardless of whoever it is. And you're coming from the point of view of orang ni yang kat depan kita ni bukan orang yang menentukan rezeki kita. You know, they invite me, kita datang, you know. But they're not deciding on my future. Tak. So I see that as nothing less than confident lah, you know. There's nothing to fear at that moment.
Macam yang tadi I berbual kat you kan, step number 4, close with confidence, lepas tu don't change your mind. step one yang ada dalam kepala I is number one, you must understand what actually they want.
Which
That's
that's why we set the profile in the first place.
Number dua tu, you must recognize dia punya buying pattern. Dia tunjuk indication dia nak you recognize that one, you'll be okay. I think you recognize that
Well,
you
to me,
in your own mind.
They invite me tu maksudnya they have money for me. Inilah pasal tu kita naik.
Lepas tu number three, you make decision lah. You make decision lah. So itu yang bagi apa autonomy of closing sale yang dulu I practice lah. Ada I do ajar I punya manager pun the same story lah. Because all the sales people yang dulu I kerja tu I train themselves. I train them. All the regional office tu I train myself. Lagi satu nak share lah because I suka pakai spin kalau kepala otak
How's that?
Kalau orang spin, tu dia lah. Action Hafiz. Nak spin ni number satu situation. When abang Cariman panggil spin. S-P-I-N. S tu apa sebenarnya kita understand. What actually is going on. So that means kita kena find out. Lepas tu nombor dua tu P. Apa problem sebenarnya dia orang ada. You kena panggil lah siapa-siapa yang you kena dalam tu ke apakah. Lepas tu you kena identify. What are the critical issue yang you want to come up with the solution. And then what actually they need from you. Problem dia before, actually what the problem they want actually from you. So I use spin. Dah lama dah. I dah pakai seorang-seorang gitu.
Okay, spin to me sounds to me that's you investigating what the client needs and wants and how you're going to address it. Yeah. And when we send our program out, like for us lah, we all here now, right now it's all PLFs kan. When we send our program outlines already, it's already addressing all those stuff already. So when they call us, whatever we send to has matched their needs and wants. So itu belum, to me that's not closing the sale. That's to me.
Itu bukan closing sale, basically the approaches.
So closing the sale is when you already presented all your material, all your documents, and here you are right in front of them. What do you do? What do you say? And when you do it, and when you say it to close the deal, yeah, to get the job, to live with the confidence that hey, I got the job. You know, it's like 98% in already. So
I nak share satu experience yang tak ada mengena dengan spin, tak ada dia mengena dengan apa the 5 process of selling. Ni governmentnya, don't want to mention name. I submit everything. That was before COVID. And then the lady said the proposal was good. And the comment made, how come lah? Macam mana Topik can come up with this kind of outline? Oh, puji lah. Ni feedback ada mana? The final day of the selection, the big boss say, no, we have to choose somebody else, not Topik, because Topik tak ada doktor. Dia ada master je. So closing sale kat mana?
Exactly lah. So that is, probably to answer that is why I hardly do programs with government unless they know who I am and they invite me because of who I am. Yeah, but for me to go and bid for program, that's why throughout my 14 years pun I hardly bid. Contohnya KWSP calls me up and says, we want to see you. And after that whole meeting said, you know, this is the guy we want, they say. Okay. Rupa-rupanya, they got a group of other trainers also. And they put it in their database. And then when there is a need for training, this group of trainers, which is already in their database, have to bid in terms of price. So at that moment of time, I left their database Because to me, I said, you are now deciding on the training based on price, no more on me anymore. You know I can deliver, yet I have now to compete with another trainer. Padahal kita ingat on that particular meeting tu, it's a done deal already dah. We're going to take result. Yeah? Rupanya they call other trainers juga. And they put it in their database. When there is a need for training, these trainers in their database, which they focus us, and we have to beat in terms of price. So I left. So we in that particular sense, Tuan Syed, again, I tak kecil hati when if clients do that to me lah. If a client did that to me, I tak kecil hati. You know why? Because they don't know me. And if they don't know me, they won't benefit from me anyway. So I'd rather go out and look for somebody who does, yeah, who loves my program as it is. Even if they don't know me, even if I don't have a PhD sekalipun. Because I know I've done programs with professors. Yet they want a PhD from me. Yeah. So I would leave. I would leave. So of course, yes, Tuan Syed, I agree. There are those kind of clients totally. And there's no such thing as a closed sale in that sense. Okay. But when there is an opportunity to do that closing sale part, you know, what
The people factor lah, actually.
yeah, what actually do we say to make sure that we leave that meeting room with the confidence that we got the job? Of course, I totally understand that.
There's no outright to say in front of our lousy face we get it, or the beautiful face. The indication they give in terms of their behavior ataupun they are comfortable with our behavior. Kita sendiri kena baca between the line. Kalau they keep on nodding, they keep on repeating what they say, that means kita pun basically confident lah sikit kita dapat. Tapi tunggu surat 2 minggu pula tu barulah confirm. When come to the rope of the business outside there, I mean, sorry to say, the technical know what tu tak berapa penting, the technical know why tu tak berapa penting, the technical know who tu penting in Malaysia. Unfortunately or fortunately,
there are people like that. There are clients. I totally agree to answer.
Kita kena yakin je lah rezeki kita ada lah, tak ada.
Yeah.
Kita tengok around kita sudahlah. Kita tengok around kita sudah dah. In terms of supporting each other, you can smell, you can hear, you can see whether who is who cukup.
True.
That's what Kak Yati cerita tadi how to be happy, Kak Yati. That's what I say. We cannot control people because benda-benda macam ni lah.
Yeah, there are people like that. True. Is it that when we do meet people that we can give a bit of influence to, what actually do we do? Yeah, what particular strategy do you do at that particular meeting? That's what we want to really learn from each other. Kat sini. To talk about all these other people who don't appreciate us, who don't appreciate our knowledge and skills.
This one also very subjective in nature. Abang Cariman. Abang Cariman raised this topic, which is quite good topic, Abang Cariman. But it depends how you look at it. There is also a cue how to close or say that Abang Cariman can tengok whether Abang Cariman dapat atau tidak. Lepas cuma satu aja lah. Kita nak meyakin diri kita kena usaha lah. Kita kena usaha tadi. Mana kita buat research, kita understand the customer, kita understand kita punya product offering, kita understand the nature of the pricing yang daripada macam Faizal kata. Tengah tu dia orang very straightforward. Bajet kami dekat ni. Dekat mana boleh slot in yang boleh deliver benda ni. Itu kalau kita buat physical ataupun mentality construction, itu bahasa dia pakai. Kalau kita yang
let's use that, Tuan Syed. Let's use that sebagai satu point of discussion. Let's say somebody says, okay, this is our budget. Okay.
Itu Faizal kena jawab.
Tak semestinya construction. Even kita dalam
Yep.
bidang
Betul,
learning.
training pun sama.
Yeah.
Training bersama.
This is our budget. How do you respond to that?
Oh, senang je.
Hang on, Tuan Syed. Sekejap, bagi orang lain dulu. How do you guys respond to that?
Tanya Abang Syariman lah.
This is our budget. This is our ceiling budget. How do you respond to that?
Abang Syariman.
Kalau saya Rizal kalau dia katakan bajet macam previous experience kan, dia kata ini bajet dia kata 3,000. So saya akan compare, belum akan compare dengan bajet belum, sebab kita pun ada bajet kita kan. So dalam bajet kita 5K, so dia hanya dapat offer 3K saja. So apa yang belum akan buat, belum akan raise the value of the product. So dia belum akan dapat that 5,000. Okay, usually tak dapat juga. Tetapi Abdullah akan dapat raise daripada 3K kepada 4K. So that's better lah. Instead of just terima bulat-bulat apa yang klien akan bagi, so Abdullah akan raise the value of my product, reinforce balik value kita, dan kita akan dapat raise lah. Ada juga case yang kita tak dapat raise pun. Sebenarnya ada juga case, walaupun kita dah letakkan value ni sebagainya, so masih lagi dia kekal dengan harga dia. Sebab dia kata ini yang dah dimaktubkan, yang dah diluluskan bajet dia. So that one depends pada kita lah, either kita nak ambil atau tidak. So biasanya Abdul akan compare balik, ada tak kalau aku spend 3 hari ini untuk bajet 3,000 sehari, kali 3 hari 9,000 tu, is it okay? Kalau okay, Abdul tetap akan ambil. Okay, cumanya Abdul akan still bagi tahu dia, so this 3,000 special. Sebab I never do this 3,000, I will usually use 5,000. Cuma 3,000 ni special to you because kita first time jumpa. Biasa macam tu lah. So itu cara belum.
Okay, thank you Abang Long.
Abang Long, terima kasih. Terima kasih Abang Long. Pasal apa, being honest about it. Itu yang saya kata Kak Rida tadi. The anatomy of closing sale tu, yang point number 3 tu kita punya decision. Kita dah go through the process. What they need, what they want, what they demand. Kita dah sampai ke tahap tu, kadang-kadang kita naik letih cara kaedah dia orang. Jadi people factor. Ini sampai ke tahap yang kata bajet 3,000 tu, kita kena buat decision whether we want to be part of the participation or not. Kalau you want to be part of the participation, apa you punya taktik? Tu Abang Along kita, dia bagi taktik dia macam tu. Setengah taktik pula kata tak apalah, masa ni kita buat dulu, masa good time besok jangan lupa saya lah. Saya buat jugalah. Tu dia. Ni kemarau, so hujan. Tu banyak. Jangan lupa, buat juga. So dia make decision. The point is, si buyer selling punya relationship tadi ni, yang Hafiz kata awal-awal tadi, sale is about building customer relationship. The meet and need of the customer, there will be a transaction. Itu dia punya baseline about sale tadi. Ini closing sale pun sama. Actually dia orang pun ada dia orang punya discretion. Kita pun ada kita punya discretion. We also don't want to lose. Kalau tak ada apa langsung makan tulang aja. Kalau buat dekat 3,000, tak boleh buat, cakap baik-baik. Kata tak boleh buat, minta saya tak boleh pergi because takut nanti board director query, internal query. Lalunya 5,000, tiba-tiba yang ni 3,000, susah nak justify. Setengah orang akan jawab macam tu. Setengah orang dia kata dia buat, tapi dia ada mileage dia, macam Abang Along tadi, dia ada mileage dia. Dia pandai dalam taktik dia. Kalau Hafiz pula, kalau dia nak buat, dia kata tak apalah, I tolong you. Bunyi sedap tu. I tolong you pasal musim kemarau. Tanah gersang apa semua, ikan haruan pun dah keluar. Okey. Masa hujan lebat-lebat, esok dah, jangan lupa pula. Itu pula Azal, there's no right wrong.
One petua that I would like to add to this part ialah bila they give you a budget of contohnya 3,000 tu, decide then. Either you take it or you don't. Okay. If you say contohnya you take it and you still negotiate the way Abang Long did, you have already made a decision sebenarnya. Yeah. Don't go away and say, hang on, I have to go back and discuss. Don't do that. Because once you do that, then it shows that you are not confident. You're not the person who is calling the shot. Somebody else is.
Betul.
Yeah, they don't want to talk to that. Yeah, they want to talk to the business owner. They want to talk to the presenter. They want to talk to you. So regardless of whether you accept it or you don't accept it, atau you buat macam Abang Long and negotiate it, you decide then. Yeah, don't bring home.
Ada kes yang
what's the most that you can give? I'll take that. I'll say that. What's the most you can do? And what happens is they feel guilty. They still give me that 3,000, but they give me with the guilt because they know the result deserves more. They do it in that guilty mood. Yeah, which of course when there is another opportunity, they'll call me again because there's that opportunity to tampal apa yang kurang dulu. Dan I tak minta pun.
Betul lah.
So, yeah.
The mileage must be there, Zal.
Exactly.
Kalau kita buat pun with 3,000, Abang Long, the mileage will be there. The kindness will come back.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, that's why
ada seorang rakan kita beritahu, dia share dengan Abang, dia kata, dia tanya Abang, dia kata, Abang, kita sunat duha kan? Kata betul, kita sunat duha. Dan basically kita sunat duha, kita nak dapatkan lebih rezeki, kesihatan yang baik dan sebagainya. Dia kata, ya betul, setuju. Dan dia tanya balik Abang, dan kenapa ada setempat Abang tolak certain offer? Sedangkan Abang dah sunat duha, kemudian datang offer tu, kemudian Abang tolak sebab dia tak match dengan Abang punya value. Kenapa Abang tolak? Kat situ dia timbul satu soalan dekat Abang. Dan Abang respon dekat dia, dekat sahabat kita ni, Abang kata, actually kalau kes yang macam tu, Abang bagi contoh kat Kuantan, dia bagi value 1,500. So, Abang tolak sebenarnya. Abang tolak 1,500 tu sebab kita punya kos dan sebagainya. Kemudian, Abang cadangkan kawan kita yang lain, kawan PLF. Abang tolak, betul Abang tolak, tapi Abang gantikan dengan orang lain. Kata kalau tuan tak ada masalah, kata saya boleh cadangkan kawan saya yang berada dekat Kuantan yang mungkin lebih mudah untuk mengendalikan program ni berbanding saya. So dia akan tanya balik, dia sama tak level dengan Abang? Kita sama sebab kami sama-sama PLF. So sama level. So itu antara option. Abang tak tolak, walaupun Abang tolak, tetapi Abang akan divertkan kepada kawan-kawan kita yang boleh manage untuk menguruskan. Sebab pada Abang, kalau kita tolak macam tu, it seems to be like macam rezeki yang datang tu, macam sahabat tanya tadi, rezeki yang datang tu dah kita tolak macam tu saja. Sedangkan rezeki yang datang tu ada sebab datang. Mungkin bukan untuk kita, mungkin untuk kawan-kawan kita kan. Macam Rizal selalu buat bila tiba-tiba ada orang hantar mesej kata ni belum ke? Ni Rizal yang recommend nama ni apa semua kan. So ya maknanya Rizal tolak yang tu. So Rizal divert balik pada orang yang dekat. So Abang gunakan taktik yang sama. So Abang tak tolak. So Abang akan divert pada kawan-kawan kita lain. Dan alhamdulillah betul bila kita divert macam tu dan kita tak ambil komisen dekat situ pun, Allah tambahkan lagi. Yang itu yang Abang perasan. Allah tambahkan lagi. Abang tolak yang dekat Kuantan 1,500 sehari, Abang dapat balik yang dekat JPJ. Abang dapat JPJ 5,000 sehari kan. So wah kata. So dia jadi sangat-sangat seronok tolak tapi kita tolak tapi kita divert balik pada orang lain, bagi rezeki balik pada orang lain. Kita share.
Tengok doa solat duha tu pada penghujungnya, Abang Long. Pada penghujungnya kita minta rezeki-rezeki ini diberikan seperti mana Allah berikan kepada orang-orang yang bertakwa. So maksudnya kita nak jadi orang yang bertakwa tu sebenarnya. Yeah. So because of that tu kita paut kepada Allah yang memberi rezeki. So bila kita pas kepada orang lain, we don't feel anything. We don't feel kurang. We don't feel rugi. We don't feel that. Karena you come under that umbrella of orang-orang yang bertakwa. You connect terus dengan dia. You bergantung terus dengan dia. Of course. Azmi contact ya, Sariman. Azmi contact Sariman ke? Azmi Max.
Azmi, ada contact. Ada hubung. Cumanya ada belum cadangkan balik orang lain sebab dia minta HRDF. So belum tak ada HRDF.
Okay.
So
I tolak because the subject matter was your subject matter. Leadership.
So belum tolak pada
self leadership.
Cikgu Amin.
I see. Alright. So, I tak dengar Annie cakap apa-apa. Ni tak cik. Kita dah sampai 10:30. Annie tak cakap apa-apa. Annie.
Oh, dia tak cakap apa tapi noted everything.
Tak, dia rakam habis semua.
Dia noted everything.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Oh.
Rahimu dari wayasili amri wa hukatan lilisani yafqahu qawli.
Nak aku audit kan?
Pengalaman saya, I don't know, I'm listening and all this and I'm trying to reflect. Aku ni lagu mana duk buat selama ni? See, my years of in business and business development had always been in a position where the product is differentiated already. Maksud saya, semasa saya, my first job was at the Hilton in Tokyo. I lived there, and at the metropolitan city in Shinjuku, Hilton was the only 5-star, the grandest, tallest, biggest metropolitan. So it was not a matter of selling clothing day, tak. Orang tunggu kat pintu nak masuk. And then I moved on to work with ERL, the rail company that connects the airport to the city. And I didn't have time to market. People were queuing because the curiosity was there. Orang nak naik train. And then I moved on to Bank Negara, a leadership center, which is a center of differentiated proposition. Sebabnya dia punya faculty lineup, book authors, Harvard professors, CCL professors and all that. So product dia dah differentiated. And also it was not a matter of closing sale, it's a matter of defending the proposal. Defend in the sense that how am I different from, tak ada lawan pula tu dekat Malaysia. When we compete with Singapore, with countries. We compete with Indian Institute of Management. We competed with that sort of organization.
Right.
It's a differentiated product all the way. As to, I started my own company, and I lean on differentiation because that had been my background. Duk cari juga aku ni differentiation apa. Then when same, it was like working with different people with different sort of proposition. And last year when we all went into COVID, I think by training good, it was also to look for something different. So in my case, it wasn't about closing sale, it's about branding and marketing.
Yet at the same time, you were saying that when people inquire, people ask you, it's about responding to them. That itself already is helping towards closing the sale.
Absolutely. I believe totally. I believe I'm not defending my product or my service. People want to be emotionally connected.
Correct.
They want to know why is it safe learning from you, Annie? Why is it, how can you help my problem of lack of confidence, or I tak kenal orang Allah, that sort of situation.
Right.
I don't push MWC, I push for emotional connection.
Very good. Very good.
Betul lah tu. Setuju lah. Macam saya kata tadi lah, we can go to the pricing part, we can go to the product part, then we can go through the process. Tapi the emotional part of it, when kita jumpa orang tu jumpa kita, kat situ pun can be the closing point of closing the sale. The emotional part of it. See, emotional attachment is very good. Kalau kita sell anything, kita relate to the emotional attachment is very good. Yeah, one go straight to their mind that you are either differentiated by cost, by product, or by the skill that you have. Macam any start tadi, ready market scenario. Dia start with ready market scenario, maknanya market yang uncontested. So orang nak pergi ke Hilton, orang nak naik rail apa semua tu uncontested market. Itu okay. Sekarang ni dia sendiri based on the exposure yang dia being exposed, sebagai resource person, you must differentiate yourself in what sense. The value that you carry, the product that you carry, you yourself as the part of the product, then you differentiate from the contested market. Setengah orang win by run away from the contested market. You see, then they can survive in their own right, their own pace, and their own customer because dia fulfill orang punya emotional attachment tu dengan cara tak langsung, sedar dan tanpa disedari, tapi ada orang yang keperluan. Macam kita jual honey pula main jadi. Ada honey RM25, ada honey yang RM80. Tapi kalau kita nak compete dengan Maruka honey yang from New Zealand, botol RM300, then you ask lah which honey you want to be. That's the point. The answer is BS actually. The answer is BS. I don't want to say anything much lah. Whatever that I do, I don't put anything in publication apa semua. I approach the customer one-to-one direct. And I believe my own thing because I design, I develop, I deliver myself. I tak ambil orang punya, and I don't allow people to use mine to do anything, and I don't want to show to nobody that what I've done, who is my customer, just because apa? My philosophy is very simple. I built this company based on my passion. It's not about the commercial value so much. Kadang-kadang rezeki dia main RM30,000 sebulan. Oh, dia main. Allah bagi. Kadang-kadang tak ada ke, duduk rumah main dat seorang-seorang kat office, menyanyi seorang-seorang, rasa nak baca kitab, ambil kitab.
It is interesting. Kita ni malam ni kita ni banyak bila kita sembang tentang ni, kita sembang antara kita dengan klien.
Oh yes.
But you see, it's not always like that. Contohnya, we doing public programs. When we do public programs, we have people inquiring about the programs. Yeah, they already see our poster, they see our writer, our copywriting, yet they come and inquire like it. Now at that moment of time, there is this part where you have to close the sale. Now among the techniques that I use when it comes to public program and closing the sale, I will say, when you're ready to register, these are the steps. So I'm already giving them the steps of registering to, even though they're just inquiring though. I'm already saying, when you're ready. I'm not even saying if you're ready. I'm saying when you're ready to register, these are the steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Full stop. That's me closing the sale with the members of the public is going for my public program. I do that with the SOIF program. I've done that with the PLF program. Yes, alhamdulillah, it has worked. So, is there any, Saliman especially does a lot of public programs, even Annie and Faiza, you do a lot of public programs?
Yes.
Is there any way that you close the sale when it comes to public programs?
Yes, a lot of people will come back and ask, can you tell me more about the programs? And I said, pretty much like what you do. Here is the link. It's all ready for you to sign. So I bagi a link that has everything that they need. And I said, even after you read this, you are still not sure, then come back to me. It's all filled. It's all like to the hilt, to the last T that they need to know.
Very good. Matt?
I tak tahu public program. I tak pernah buat public program.
Kita tanya Saliman. Saliman, how do you close your public program?
Public program?
Yeah.
Okay. Kalau untuk public program, biasa dia punya closing dia mudah je. Saya akan minta kata, okay, bagi mereka yang berminat, sila klik link yang disediakan. So ada link on page dekat bawah. So dia akan klik link terus pergi pada mini website untuk dia masuk tengok tentang program, and then dia akan terus buat payment lah. Cumanya yang saya lihat sekarang ni, bila kita buat public program, dia ada yang trend yang biasa kan, trend tentang early bird, kemudian trend tentang added value. So ada added value e-books, ada baju dan sebagainya kan. So itu pun satu closing yang sangat baik untuk kita divertkan dia daripada general yang biasa mungkin harga RM100 kepada harga RM150. Dia akan pergi yang RM150 tu. Kenapa? Sebab ada added value tu. So dia nak sesi coaching percuma, dia nakkan e-book, so dia nakkan yang ni, so dia nakkan buku yang istimewa, so dia akan pergi. Walaupun harga tu ada banyak beza kan. So saya bila belum tengok balik, contohnya bila belum buat RM100, sign sebelum 30 September contohnya. And then belum buat yang kedua 150, sign sebelum 30 September, sama juga tetapi akan dapat ini. So ada added value. So usually mereka akan pergi pada 150 because added value tu kita letakkan dia punya nilai dia jauh lebih besar daripada nilai bayaran yang dia bayar 150 tu. So actually belum gain yang RM50 extra doing that thing saja kan. Kemudian belum tambah pula ada sesi coaching. So rupanya mereka juga suka sesi coaching ni. So mereka akan pergi pada 199 untuk sesi coaching tu. So interesting bila kita tengok bila kita kaji balik pola pemikiran audience kita punya peserta kita kan. So bila kita study yang tu dan kita akan nampak. Cumanya pada waktu sekarang ni ketika pandemik Covid pun kita nak kena lihat juga pola pemikiran. Kalau promosi kita waktu kita minta closing sebelum pada gaji, dan kita akan dapat susah sikit. Tapi kalau kita closing tu selepas pada gaji, contohnya gaji 25 dan kita akan closing sebelum 26 ke sebelum 27 tu, so chances tu akan jauh lebih tinggi lah. So ini benda yang interesting.
Langsung tentang gaji dia ke tak gaji dia. Ada duit register, tak ada duit lain kali.
So actually belum tengok juga poin tu. Bab gaji tu belum tengok. So bila belum takkan tarikh, itu antara perkara yang belum tengok lah bila buat public program. Dan menarik sebenarnya public program tu.
Very good money lah public program ni kan.
Good money walaupun value dia kecil kan. Belum fikir apa ramai dengan pihak lain kita pun yang fokus juga pada public program sekarang ni. Value kecil RM50, RM30, RM10, tapi dia punya outcome dia sebab dia pakai volume kan.
Volume. Still go for volume.
Yes, they go for volume.
Tuan Syed, you pointed out to us kan, you pointed out to us that even corporate clients sekarang they don't have anything right now. They don't have the budget for us. So public program is one good venture that you can tap on. Faizal,
be honest.
Sorry, Tuan Syed.
I'm looking for people to work together actually after COVID ni, because I've been working solo. Last time I've been working with the big name, kan, big name orang yang tak payah pening lah. Dia orang panggil tu saya di cuma dia orang bagi order aja, I kena design. Sekarang ni I have niat intention to work with people that I can trust, ajar dia, and then pass the thing to him or her to carry on the legacy. That's what my mission now. I think Riza, I think you know, I have already said to you, it's not about money so much, it's to train orang ambil I punya succession planning. Later I be advisor to him or her yang mana want to work with me, to coach them. So I sit back at belakang. So just relax lah, because I rasa that way now at the moment lah. Tapi kalau kata sekarang ni, kalau kata yang ada rezeki orang bagi, I pergi buat the proses yang kita kata dari awal tadi lah. Hantar segala macam. Kalau mereka pilih, mereka bagus itu, mereka bagi, kita buat lah yang terbaik.
Faizal, how do you close your sale dengan public?
Of course, alhamdulillah setakat hari ni, alhamdulillah dah lama buat publishing dalam industri. Dan saya suka pada yang upscale dulu. Kalau kita beri offer yang mana ada satu pendekatan yang dia memahami itu dulu, boleh kita kursi yang lebih besar. Itu pendapat saya lah. Tapi proses tu of course memang macam cara bercakap tu, keadaan pandemik ni memang apa yang saya cakap, of course selalu kita tarik dalam bulan kan, bila dapat duit pun dia ada tambah lagi yang kita target ni. Kebanyakan orang kerajaan. Saya alhamdulillah lah, saya pergi networking banyak kerajaan. Network saya tu banyak kepada orang-orang government yang betul-betul nak belajar benda begini. Itu yang saya punya market, memang saya fokus orang kerajaan. Dalam kerajaan ni, sebab saya dulu hub agensi. So networking tu banyak lebih ke sana. Untuk private firm ni, macam korporat ni saya ada kurang sikit. So itulah bila saya pastikan dia punya pattern tu memang ke arah bila dia keluar duit tu macam tu, macam RM30 kan, so dia mampu bagi lah. Ya, closing tu alhamdulillah dapat. Saya kita tahu macam dalam kementerian luar bandar je Zal, kita ada 23 agensi, muak lain-lain.
Well, Faizal, dalam masa yang sama, saja nak encourage you ya, Faizal. Dalam perbincangan saya dengan orang-orang yang buat investment kan, when COVID first started, I started to ask them, I kata, orang ada duit lagi ke nak invest? And they said, Rizal, orang ada duit. It's just that they're cautious where their money goes. Okay, so once this investment people put that into my head, kan, Rizal tak pandang wang tak ada duit. To me, as long as there's somebody buying a car, then people have money. Yeah, so put it out there lah. You know, kalau kita kata orang kerajaan ni only pada hujung bulan baru dia ada duit, no. Because some orang kerajaan dengan pangkatnya, walaupun pangkat dia kerani sekalipun, dia banyak savings dia. You know, they're buying gold like nobody's business.
Sebab saya buat comparison data ni, dasarkan saya pun buat dalam food business. Saya posting tu benda-benda lah sebab Izal ni posting kuih, but I study the trend tu. Bila dia orang betul-betul beli. Macam saya tu, bila dia orang punya duit tu datang, sebab saya alhamdulillah ada gerai kan. Sebab gerai tu sama dia yang buat kan. So kita tengok trending. Okey, zaman COVID yang saya perhatikan memang ada yang dia punya drastik tu turun tak melampau. Maaf cakap lah. Pendapat saya research through figures. Saya suka by numbers. Oh, nombor dia begini, nombor dia begini. Kalau hari Sabtu ke mana, hari Minggu ke mana. Kalau kita buat cash lah, kita buat cash punya return. Itu juga bila tengok dia punya naik tu jualan tu, terutama bila cukup bulan. Tu trend tu dah macam tu.
Okay.
Jadi sebab tu berdasarkan yang saya cakap tu, berdasarkan kadang-kadang merasa bila kita macam tu saya cakap, tiba-tiba dah, Allah Ta'ala punya kerja lah. Tiba-tiba malam-malam datang.
Here's another trend that you can explore. Yeah, orang Singapore, dia punya government sponsor dia orang tau. Meaning they can go for any training and then they claim balik sampai 60%. You know, so there's a lot of money there, and orang Singapore is like, you know, ikut sekati dia join any course kadang-kadang tu. And these people are on tua tau. Yeah, on tua. Yeah, orang yang sangat-sangat berumur. But they're learning and they're keeping up with the times. Even though kadang-kadang, you know, nak guna Zoom pun tak reti. But because they have the money and they want to use the money and they want to learn at the same time, kan? They're going for I think Faizal kenal Kak Ruby dengan Kak Zubaidah kan?
Dia orang tak ada kali ni kan?
Ya, dia orang tak ada kali ni. Dia Ruby ke siapa? Either one of these two ladies, they went for dia punya master practitioner NLP and they were learning from two people at the same time.
Wow.
You know, yang wish to be is a bit too much lah, but then they had the money. You know, I don't know how they do it lah, but they had the money. Tuan-tuan, we are at 10:46. We are at 10:46, Tuan Syed. No, semang-semang jerit-jerit, tapi we are already at 10:46, Tuan Syed. We have a lot that we discuss throughout the night, even sampai Mat terdiam lah. Mat yang bising-bising kat bawah tu, dia hari ni dia diam lah.
Vaksin, second dose.
Vaksin, second dose.
No wonder lah kan.
Wonder lah Mat.
Vaksin.
Orang muda kena cucuk jadi macam tu. Ya Allah.
Pendapat saya Zal, topik ni yang paling penting as a business owner, businessman. Topik ini yang paling penting.
Yalah Mat, bagi tahu Mat. Okay, saya Nafi kena cucuk second dose balik nyanyi seorang-seorang. Mat balik lebih apa Mat?
Saya dia pun cucuk lebih. Dia pun cucu lebih. Dia kata buah sangat. Cucu lebih.
Saya lepas
Cuma just food for thought to think because this one terlintas kat I dah kat 3 hari 4 hari. I duk tengok HRDF Persir lah. Keep on producing train the trainer. Kita punya Cik Rizal pun sama, train the PLF. How big is the market? I ask myself, I buka Facebook, train the trainer. Buka je train the trainer. Buka je train the trainer. Jadi kita
I don't even see the market. I don't even look at the market.
Apa dia?
Saya tak tengok market pun. Siapa yang bising itu Faizal?
Kalau ikut sekarang ni, baru-baru ni syarikat ada buat pendaftaran dengan HRDF. Okey, kenapa? Sebab HRDF keluarkan arahan. Syarikat mesti berdaftar dengan HRDF untuk claim HRDF kan. So syarikat-syarikat yang belum berdaftar macam syarikat kami di Teknoplan tu perlu berdaftar. Jadi mulai tahun ni kami dah berdaftar dengan HRDF. Tujuan dia apa? Tujuan dia untuk claim. So bermaksud bila sebut tentang market HRDF tu memang dipaksa. Sebab syarikat dah melabur dalam HRDF, kena bayar kepada HRDF berapa persen? 3% kau saya belum lupa. Dan untuk claim balik yang tu kena buat program yang ada trainer HRDF. Baru boleh claim balik duit dengan HRDF. So automatically syarikat dia akan cari orang yang ada HRDF. That's why yang klien-klien terdahulu dia akan tanya balik dengan belum. Ada tak HRDF? Ada tak HRDF? Kata tak ada, belum tak ambil HRDF ni sebab belum PLF kata. Oh, kami terpaksa cari HRDF sekarang ni sebab kami nak claim balik. Ataupun syarikat tu kena berdaftar dengan HRDF untuk claim balik. So that means market tu market yang dipaksa lah pada belum. Market tu market yang dipaksa. So nak tak nak untuk terlibat dengan company-company yang ada buat pelaburan caruman dengan HRDF, so kita automatically terpaksa ada HRDF supaya boleh terlibat sebagai penceramah dengan syarikat-syarikat tu. Itu antara market yang belum faham lah waktu sekarang ni. Itu mungkin yang mendatangkan keuntungan pada pembangunan manusia tu.
Even training providers pun bagi tahu saya bahawasanya bank-bank sekarang akan disuruh untuk money pada HRDF fund. Dalam masa yang sama, I must say it over and over again. I totally believe that HRDF is a scam. Daripada awal sampai hari ini, it is a scam, and I have refused. Even training provider sanggup bayar, untuk saya ni jadi HRDF punya trainer. I have refused because it's a scam, really. I totally understand where you guys are coming from. I totally respect that. I have no issues with that. But I will still say it's a scam.
Gitu orang ada HRDF 5 hari tau kena attend course. Kena scam lagi.
Kak Yati tahu CJ Syed Nafi HRDF nombor berapa? 0047.
Lawak. Orang awal lah ni.
I am one of the senior batch yang mula-mula HRDF punya act keluar tu. I am the few senior batch yang certified by HRDF. Tu pun I tak jual myself in the market to be the master trainer or TTT. Because even though I have all those module apa semua, silap, I bukanlah silap macam mana. I did not sell myself so much. Kak Yati kalau jumpa saya Nafi dalam public apa, I never sell because never in my mind to go beyond the board or what. Because I suka buat benda yang one to one satu. Dulu the CEO MIM panggil I onsite Doctor of In-House Specialist. Dia panggil I Doctor of In-House Specialist. Kalau ada apa-apa yang kaitan dengan corporate body yang panggil dia orang, dia hantar I dulu because dia kata I'm the specialist. Tapi kata nak jual publicly sampai sekarang I tak pernah. Lagi satu, when people talk about public program, macam Rizal buat tu, aduk tengok lah kan. simple flyer apa semua tu, tapi the standing of Rizal tu because the accumulative of experience with the result yang dia dah buat banyak PLF tu, dia boleh sustain macam tu. Tapi kalau kita nak go boom 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 buat tu, dia lambat sikit. So that's what the strategy now. Lepas post pandemic ni, my mind is always telling me in the morning, I have to look for 2 people to do what I want to do. That's it. Kalau ada rezeki in between tu,
advertise lah Tuan Syed. Advertise lah.
Apa dia?
Who are you? Advertise. Who are you looking for?
Dia tak boleh advertise because
like, you know.
Bukan. I have to smell these people first.
Smell the person first.
Whether they got the DNA of business acumen or not. I'm looking for business acumen punya DNA.
Okay.
Because ada tablet banyak. I want to train 2-3 kali, lepas tu pada lepaskan. So in return, even though I wrote 46 pages of business plan sampai academy, and also the intellectual property of whatever I have, I wrote 45 or 46 pages. Kalau campur cover dengan belakang tu jadi 49 pages lah.
May you find that person soon.
Oh, maybe I will sell my intellectual property ke, tak tahu macam mana lah. I was just thinking lah. Tunggulah post pandemic ni habis dulu. InsyaAllah.
We pray that you find that person soon, Tuan Syed.
I was looking. Tak jumpa.
Thank you very much Tuan-tuan perempuan for being with us tonight. Terima kasih banyak. Walaupun tak ramai orang tapi bising lah. Cukuplah bising ya.
Kita doakan mak yang dah cucuk vaksin hari ni.
Yalah. Steady right.
Agar dia kembali
nyampur.
Salah. Lepas cucuk vaksin, lepas tu dah balik lewat dah. Lepas tu malam ni lepas maghrib, lepas isyak tadi ada program sedang.
Lepas 2-3 hari tu, esok dia tangkap lutut pula. Dia tangkap lutut pula.
Sudah serius lah.
Betul.
Dia buang lemak.
Dia tangkap lutut. Dengar mic tak boleh jalan pula. Lepas lutut habis,
tiba-tiba
dia dekat kaki pula main.
Rakaman ini tuan-tuan kalau nak lihat balik balik rakaman ni ada di Professional Learning Facilitator punya YouTube channel. Again, thank you everybody for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
Kalau Rizal silap apa-apa.
Terima kasih
Zal.
Thank you.
Hai.
Assalamualaikum. Goodbye.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Assalamualaikum.
Faizal. Kira Faizal.
Itu saya bujang lagi tuan saya.
No, Rizal dengar record tak stop lagi tu.
Kena stop dulu kan.
Stop record ni. Dia sampai habis dia baru dia stop record. Kita bujang ke, kahwin ke, janda ke, budak semua dengar.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam.